Hello guys, you're welcome to Frenat Farms. Today we are going to have a tour of a land that is virgin land which we are going to use for a new farm. Our guide in this video is going to be Mr. Ayu, who will tell us how much it costs to get a land from here and even the ways and means of getting land here. Stay tuned and try to watch the video to the end. Mr. Ayu will start with us. How long will it take for the workers to clear this place and maybe work the land to the point where we can plant something on it?
Okay, I think for the working on the land, it depends on the number of people that will allow them to work on the farm. So let's take this farm is almost 7 acres. So we get 4 people, they will take about 2 weeks to clear it, and afterwards they will take another 2-3 weeks to cut down the trees.
Okay.
Before you give us some days for the tree, for the plant or the tree to dry up, so that you can burn it before you can start cultivating your crops on it.
What about the big trees here?
Okay, the big trees, for now we don't use our normal energy to work on it, so you go and just hire an operator to come and cut them down for you.
Using the machine?
Using the machine.
To cut it?
Fishing machine, that's the sawmill or the hand saw machine to deal with it.
Okay. Can you tell us the price of the acre of land?
Okay,
in case someone needs one. For
weeding or
for the prices of to purchase a land
okay, in
an area like this.
In an area like this, an acre of land is being sold either by a mutual agreement between the owner of the land. Okay. So if you wish to buy it or hire it, it will be necessary. But for buying, I think 1 acre is 8,000, almost more than 8,000. Let's take 9,000.
Okay. Then that one becomes a buyer's property.
Yeah, that one is become your own property once and for all. So they're releasing it back to the owner of the land.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell us the process of acquiring land here?
Process of what?
Acquiring land.
Oh, okay.
The first process.
The first process in acquiring land here is either by a bunu or the busan or buying itself. For the ebunu, the landlord will give you the land for you to cultivate, do everything on it, and afterwards you divide the food or the crops on it into 2. That's the ebunu. But the land does not rely to you, or the land does not what be with you forever and ever. If the product on it gets, its time ended, it will also what you have to release the land to the owner. And the busan too is 3 times divided into 3, and you the one working on it, you will take 2 and give 1 to the owner of the land. For that one, you are going to use all your resources without collecting anything from the landlord, and afterwards you divide it into 3. And for the hiring too, for instance, I used to hire in a cultivation of what rice. So 1 acre of a land for rice, I'll pay 2 things of what rice. That's 400 cedis times 2. That I'll pay 800 cedis for 1 acre of land. So that's for hiring. For the hiring too is for full 1 year. That's 1 season. The next season, if you want to use it again, you go and hire it. And for the buying and the selling, for that one, there's sure. As my boss is doing now, he bought it here. It's what the land is what for him forever and whatever. Yeah, that's for the buying. Yeah. Oh, maybe I better.
So just as Mr. Yu explained, that is how you can get land here to farm. So even if you don't have money to buy the land outright, you can talk to the landowner, and depending on the discussions you have, you can try the ebunu or ebusa to get a land to do your farm on, which is also a good way of getting land to cultivate. So the land is 8,000 Ghana cedis. That was the price that my friend who invited me got his for 1 acre. And as Mr. Ayu said, it could be 8,000 or 9,000. And luckily, my friend got his at 8,000. Maybe if he had bargained well enough, he could have gotten it at 7,000. But 8,000 isn't bad for a 1 acre land. So we are walking through to the land, and it is not easy. You see where the place is. You have to get to the village itself. The village is called Agric. You get to the village before you walk through other people's farms, so you get to where the land is. All the lands close to town have been bought already. So if you need a virgin land like this to do your farm on, then you have to go far, a bit far from the town, and that is what exactly we did. And yeah, it's good because when you get it far away, you are sure that the land is going to be good in terms of it being laid down for a long time, and so all the nutrients will be stuck inside there, hasn't been tapped yet. And if you're lucky, you will be the first person to go and tap it. But the challenge with this place or this kind of land is that you have a lot of trees to clear, a lot of bush to clear. And as you can see, this place is no exception, as a lot of trees have been cut and the wood have been turned into boards that will be sent to town for sawmilling and maybe selling in the end. Don't think our forest is being destroyed. So long as the trees are being cut and it's going to be used for something useful, it means that there is time for everything. And when the trees are no more, the other crops that need to be planted will come and replace these trees. So there is time for everything, as I said. This is another part too, that the tree or the trees here have been used for boards. And yes, you cannot keep the trees forever. When the trees reach its old age, it has to be cut and the land used for something else that is equally useful. And so that is one challenge that you meet as a farmer in a new land. So you have to cut these trees before the bushes that have been cut is bent, and the land has to be revived or has to be prepared in a way that will make it ready for planting. So you see the side to this huge tree lying down and see the forest over there. That is one challenge that the new farmer has to go through to get the land ready for planting, and that involves money. In this area, if you are now about to start the farming and you are not careful, you'll be discouraged because the place looks like a forest and you have to hire labor to come and weed, whether with a machine or with their own strength. That's manpower, and it looks a bit scary. You see the forest over there, and human beings will have to weed it before you start your farm. I've been working from the other side of the town. This place is called Agric. It's close to Fupras in the central region of Ghana. I've been working for about 25 minutes and I'm just behind. The guys are leading me. I'm unable to walk fast because if I walk fast, I'll be getting tired even more. So that's the place. See, they've weeded some portions. Some portions have been weeded already. And there is still more work to be done. A new farm is going to be started here. And you don't get the land in close to town or in town, and you come to places like this, then you get the land this way with all the big trees in the forest, and those trees have to be cut. Then the land is cleared before you can do the planting. That's one thing that makes farming a bit difficult, but after clearing the first one, that's okay. You'll be good to go for the next ones. For this place, one has to be very careful. A lot of tree stumps, a lot of tiny tree stumps here. So you see that you are wearing your boots or you are risking getting hit. So this is a cocoa farm we are walking through right now. We are going up to see a new land to cultivate oil palm. It means this person has not been weeding through the farm. Hey! But when it's fruiting, then he will come and harvest. Hey! People are fed up with the cocoa farms. So this is the land. Hey! Doesn't mean you have to clear all these big trees over here. So guys, I'd like to end the video here as the place I'm walking through now is a bit dangerous with a lot of thorns, and I have to be climbing over certain trees like these trees over there and all that. So in the future video, we'll continue with the processing or the preparation of the land to start the planting of the oil palm. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with all your friends. Catch you in the next one.